So, how many of you could live without your laptops, cell phones, or any technology-related devices? So how many?
Not me.
Exactly. This is why I want to inform you guys about computer engineering degrees, and because that is what the area I am majoring in, and I also want to discuss the demand and expectations of people today and how this degree affects our economy. So, I want to make you guys aware of what computer engineers do and how their work impacts our economy and lives. So basically, what they do is, because engineering is basically the application of the concepts of math and science to design and invent and build something to benefit the world or improve something that's already been invented. There are two types of computer engineering. There's hardware and software, which are very closely related and should not be mistaken of each other. This type of engineering highly impacts our economy and lives. Like, think of the big companies like Apple, Microsoft, Google, Java, and how often you use it on a daily basis, their products. So our lives are basically based on technology today. So although not everyone wants a degree in this type of engineering, it is important to have an idea of how it's running our lives and our economy. So what exactly do computer engineers do and their basic requirements? So let's get back to the definition of engineering. Definition of engineering is basically inventing new things or improving old things that's already been invented with the use of science and math to benefit the world. Computer engineering takes that, requires the knowledge of electrical engineering and computer science, and then, which I mentioned already, also requires the study of physics and mathematics to their basic work is writing software for microchips, designing chips, circuit boards, and also operating systems. They also design many things that you may not think of, like sensors, motors, and obviously communication technologies, which is our phones, our iPods, iPads, and yeah. So some interesting facts about computer engineering is, like, according to the St. Louis Business Journal, by an article by Greg Edwards, it's the highest starting salary of engineering as of 2013. The starting salary is $70,400. So let's get to the history. It originated in the 1940s from writing software and finding, like, people wanted to find better ways to use that software, so they made this type of, like, engineering. And then in 1972, the first engineering program was established in the United States in the Case Western Reserve University. So let's get to software engineering, which is really close, like, it's really related to computer engineering, but it's more of a design and maintenance of software compared to computer hardware engineering. It's more of a physical hardware with software. So basically, software engineering is better known as programming. And to do programming, you need to learn the programming language. It was considered as engineering, as a study of engineering in 1968 by the NATO Software Engineering Conference. It was previously called software development because it became really, like, popular when the first personal computer was released. So both these engineering studies are closely related and overlap, and I'll now talk about how it dominates our lives. So our demands keeps these engineers working. We are always wanting new devices, and the slightest improvements attracts us as customers. Based on the study done by the BGR Media on the article, iPhone 5 dominate all smartphones in February. The iPhone 5 basically had slight improvements like faster processor, a little bit bigger screen, and it attracted so much customers. So advancing in technology may help our economy today too. The new products, it offers new products for people to purchase, so we could keep money circulating. And with those new products comes new jobs to build those products. And then this shows proof of this can be seen in the article, Stimulating Economic Growth Through Technological Advance, from the Amsterdam News. It basically quotes Obama's State of the Union address, winning the future through investment in research, development, and technology. So this basically explains how our recession in 2009-2008 was very aided, highly aided by the advancement of technology. So not only does it affect our economy, but also our personal lives. Remember my beginning question? So how many of you could live without your devices? So almost everyone's lives are centered upon technology. Cell phones, computers, you name it. Computer hardware and software engineers work to build these products and keep the networks and basically sales going. Like I mentioned before, Microsoft, Apple, Google, and the founders of these companies are usually not engineers, such as Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, but they were inventors. But they have engineers developing their ideas to make their products. So another major part of this, of how it dominates our lives, is social networking and communication. Computer and software engineers work you may not know it, but Facebook, Twitter, YouTube are basically controlled by computer and software engineers, because they develop, maintain, and run the software and everything. And then also telephone and cell phone companies, because of the circuits and satellites that they run on, and software. So there are many more ways that computer and software engineers affect our lives, such as, you may not really realize it, but we are doing a lot of online shopping, online banking, and online classes for school. So they are dominating our lives more than we think they are. Although computer engineering may not be a field of study you may consider, it is important to be informed of their work and studies, because of how deeply it affects us. Computer engineering has two categories that you shouldn't confuse: hardware and software. They are very similar. Both have high impacts in our daily lives and economy, and both work hand in hand. So hope I informed you about computer engineering degrees and its impacts in our lives and economy. If computer engineering did not exist, technology would not exist. Thus, no cell phones, computers, or even social networking. It's a chain many people do not realize, so that the importance of being informed about this. So this is the importance of being informed about this topic. So you should look deeper into learning more about this and looking for their job, their work in your everyday lives. Thank you for watching this video.